Mahajan Nad Juanito, and another note about entering the silence, tip for how to help your mind get quiet and go back to state that some people call meditation, but I find that too technical these days. I like to just talk about entering the silence. And it's a real sign about how much my Sunday has been characterized by slow and quiet and inner silence that I made a video at 8 this morning, sitting in the doorway right there and looking out at my front yard and the north end of the Acapulco Pueblo. I made a video at 8 about mindfulness, and then another one at 10 from basically that same spot. And now it's noon. And I've had to move back because that spot is too hot. It's catching the sun there. But it's another sign of what a slow day it is around my little house, that I've got 3 sleeping dogs in here. That one there is Negro. She's been there mostly all morning. That one there is Princess. She's been there. At one point, they were both lined up in front of that fan over there. And for a while, she was sleeping on my bed. She likes that. And the last time I did a survey of the 2 dogs, I said, well, the third one, Spot, is just not here. But she is. Her favorite spot these days is way in the corner on the other side of my bed. And half an hour ago or so, I saw her. She came right by me here, and I went, where were you hiding? And then when she came back, I realized, oh, yeah, that's her spot. She also likes that spot right in the hearth, but that's pretty hot right now. So I do have one more tip for how to enter the silence. This applies whether you're doing something that you would call meditation, or like me, just going back to the quiet. Or it can apply with walking around the world also. It's a form of mindfulness. I studied mindfulness meditation from Thich Nhat Hanh for 4 years, a long time ago, maybe 20 years ago. Huge influence on my life. He's the foremost popularizer of the concept of mindfulness in the Western world. It might not have entered the lexicon. Most everybody knows the word now, but it came really from him. And he would teach us sitting meditation and walking meditation and how to make your whole life a meditation. And that's kind of where I am now. I don't use the term meditation. It's just entering the silence, or as I go about the world, staying silent. So, and my neighborhood has gotten a little noisier. It's been so quiet. There tend to be vendors go through the neighborhoods, and there's somebody with a push cart or a car or a truck selling something. Can you hear the sound out there? That's a recorded message. There's a political candidate who has been going through also with his recorded message. Sunday, there's been none of that this morning until now. So the tip I gave earlier about staying in the silence is, if in fact a thought intrudes that seems significant, like something you want to remember, don't try to transcend it. Don't struggle to get it out of your mind. Write it down. I actually put it in my Todoist app. Boom, 10 seconds and I'm back. This one is similar to that, but it's for thoughts that don't seem so important. You don't necessarily need to remember them. The classic Buddhist response is just to say thinking. You've noticed that you're thinking. You say, okay, thinking. Well, you can do that, or sometimes I will say, thinking about my errands. Okay, I don't need to remember that. Thinking about Tulum, where I'm planning to move next. Okay, I don't need, just boom, and then come back to the silence. Now, Thich Nhat Hanh talks about peace being every step, about being peace in every situation, being as peaceful, as clear, as inner quiet as possible in all situations. So a way I use this tip as I'm walking around the world is, instead of getting all involved in something I see. So I see a pretty girl. I go, pretty girl, and then nothing. I don't need to go off into how could I meet her? Does it look like she lives around here? No, I just go, okay, pretty girl. Or in extreme cases, I will go, drop dead, gorgeous, unbelievable girl. Good. Boom. Okay, let's just keep walking. So I do that. I will just name what I see, and I don't have to be politically correct when it's for me. I can say ugly girl. I can say, uh, ew, nasty man. I can say whatever I want to say, but and then drop it. Just don't get caught up in it, and that allows me to stay quiet as I go about the world. No mas, my inner voice, my inner public speaking coach says, "Good, that's enough. No more. No mas. Gracias." And we're into the afternoon, so it's buenas tardes.